Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manifesting with the Moon. I am here with Stephanie Cartwright, and we are here for the first full moon in 2026. Happy New Year, Steph.
Happy New Year to you. Oh my goodness, here we are. 2026 is on us.
Yeah, it's wild, right? It feels like 2025 has had its ups and downs for sure, but we all survived. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
We've got through 2025. Here we are at 2026. And normally, traditionally, everyone's always thinking about all their New Year's resolutions, what they want to achieve, what they want to bring in, and all of those sorts of things. And I guess for me, this full moon, the priority here is not just about focusing on all these New Year's resolutions. This is about releasing and letting go and using the energy of the full moon as it then starts to wane, to release what you no longer want to bring forward into 2026. So for me, this full moon, the main message is release, release, release.
I like that. It's the full moon in the sign of Cancer. So anything you got clinched in your crab claws that you're trying to bring into this new year, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go
I
and let
think
those emotions flow.
Yeah, and I think, with that whole cancer thing, I often think about cancers and that sort of like crab movement is often almost sideways instead of forwards. And I think in a way that for me, it's sort of like feels a little bit like that. These are our shifts, these are our changes where almost like if we move to the side, actually our trajectory is so different. So let's get things moving away from us, whether or not you're releasing being living in a rock pool like a crab and releasing that and because you want to explore the ocean, but let's let go of the safety of the rock pool. These are the sorts of messages really I think that we can take when we're working with the different zodiac signs and the full moon and think, right, okay, so let's delve into that a little bit more, thinking about that crab. Okay, so if he was releasing, where would he be going? But he's got to let go of the safety in order to move into the ocean, where obviously there's so much more richness to explore out there in the ocean. But he's got to let it go. As I say, he's got to let go of the familiar because it's keeping him stuck.
Oh, I like that a lot. I like crabs a lot in general. I am a Cancer rising, so I have an affinity for crabs. Back
Hmm.
when I used to live in Florida, we would be driving along like the road and there would be like little blue crabs like moving across and everything. And they
Yeah,
were so quick and so nimble and fragile, but at the same time, like very, very tough. So I feel like this is a really good moon to kind of like scuttle to your next thing, release what you want, and just move. You can move really fast with this full moon, especially as we are approaching this lunar new year and all of
hmm,
these big shifts in 2026 with all
yeah,
of the planets moving into, some really big signs, just like you can move really fast, like a little crab trying to cross the road, right? And you can let things go and just move into that new identity that you want. Just boom, just like that, which
yeah.
feels really
I think
good.
yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It sounds really good. And it also really sounds like there's momentum. You've got the support with you. I think this is the thing, isn't it? About using lunar energy. It's about you using the support that's already out there for you to make these changes. So I was thinking about how I'm going to do it. And I thought maybe I'd talk a little bit about that and then other people can get some ideas. So obviously it's New Year, so I will probably sit down and on January the 1st, well, I will have probably done it this evening because we're recording on January the 1st so that we can get this available for you on the full moon. So I will sit down today and I will probably do my what do I want to bring into my year ahead? Okay. Now this is then where I will then sit with the full moon and then I will go, okay, so if that's where I'm going, what do I need to release? So, what do I need to let go of? So, thinking about that crab, if I wanted to explore the ocean, I've got to release the safety of the rock pool. So, I will sit down and look at my oh, this is what I'd like to bring into 2026. And then go, well, okay, if that's going to be a reality, what do I need to let go of? So it may be something like I'm a classic one is very often fitness or learning or something like that. I would have to release time spent, I don't know, reading, time spent working until late. I'd have to free up time so that I can make this what I want to bring in. So this is where I'm focusing on my releasing. So I need to release what am I do? The sitting around, maybe watching TV or reading a book or something like that. Because actually, if I want to go move in towards fitness, then well, I've got to make time to do that. So if something has to be let go of so that I can move forward. Might be easier if I went, oh, well, I'm only on my phone scrolling. Well, that would be a really great thing to let go of that and be more intentional about going for a walk or going to a class or doing some yoga or something like this. So this is what I mean by you use your intentions of what you want to bring in, but then sit with the lunar energy and actually think about what can I let go of now? What do I need to release? What can I leave in 2025? What can I let go of as the moon starts to wane? And really use the energies that are available.
Yes, all of these things. So good.
Yes. So
Yes.
what would you like to, how do you tend to use this first full moon of any year?
I've definitely approached it in several different ways in the past, but I've never really been able to stick with any like resolutions long term in
Mm,
the past. And I think I've been really thinking about this a lot and everything. And I think that part of my problem is like everybody during this time of year, right? There is this like pressure, this pressure within to be like I'm going to shift. I'm going to make these really big changes. And you have all of these grand ideas, but it's really a matter of being able to commit to something. And so I'm like really trying to be
mhm,
intentional this year and kind of really taking it slow and not putting any of those goals out there like, oh, I want to, do this and everything. I'm like, what are small things that I can commit to, which has been really coming up with me, especially with this crabby Cancer energy, because crabs, when they are scuttling from their rock pond to the ocean, they are committing, okay? They don't care what is in their way. They are like, I am committed. I am going to make it across that busy street and I am going to do it. And so I'm like, that what can I commit to for this year? What are actually not necessarily goals that I can reach to, but what are small intentional steps that I can commit to myself and be integrity with myself during this next phase of my
mm,
life. And I think that, everybody thinks like, oh, I got to do this on January 1st and everything. But I say, give yourself a little bit of time because to actually commit to something is no small feat. You have to really be
no.
like, do I want this? Is this where I want my energy to do? Can I really realistically release this habit? Do I want to release this habit, or is this just like a passing phase? So, even though everybody in the world is like, it's January 1st,
Mhm.
I'm going to shift and make my new life. Like, no, you don't have to do everything overnight. For me, my new year starts at the Lunar New Year, which is in February 17th. I have a whole month to think about what I really want to commit to and
Perfect.
release. So that's how I'm approaching it. And that's actually
Yeah,
my word for the 2026, right? It's like, what can I actually commit to realistically?
I like that. So would you tend to have a word for the year?
I like to have a word for the year. I'm going to very publicly admit this that I usually forget it halfway through the year.
Hmm.
But I
Yeah.
feel like um, committing and committing is something that has been coming up a lot for me this year. And I think
Hmm.
that it feels very in line. with Saturn energy. Saturn energy is it's been kind of
Yeah.
like coming at me really hard for the last couple of years. And I feel like as it is shifting into, I feel like it's shifting into a fire sign. I don't know. I'm not really keeping up with the astrology as of yet, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's shifting into in a big way for these next couple of years. And so I'm like, okay,
Hmm.
now it's the time to commit. Saturn to me equals committing. So this is what I'm going to focus on for this year.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Mhm.
So, however people want to use this full moon, I think it's thinking about really focus on that, letting things go, leaving things in 2025, whether or not you've worked out whether or not you've got certain intentions, or whether or not, like Kristy, you leave it until the Lunar New Year, wherever it is that you want to do it. It's much more about, even if you've got an idea of where you want to head to, like Kristy has her word commitment, then there are other things that she can let go of. So this is where this energy is going to be the most useful. So let's do that transitioning now, we're using the support we have.
Yes, I absolutely agree. It's a really nice, like, for me feels like kind of a chill full moon. Like kind of it almost feels
Mm,
like the ending and like slowly moving into that thing. It's not Cancer's a nice energy to start
yeah,
off the lunar, the new year 2026 with, right? It's very feely, it's very touchy-feely, it's like family, I like it.
yeah,
It's a good energy to move
yeah.
into. So
Feels good.
yeah, don't take it so seriously and just kind of ease into it like the tides.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So have a nice, easy full moon this year.
Absolutely. And enjoy, these first couple of weeks of 2026. And we will see you at the new moon in a couple of weeks.
We certainly will.